Welcome to day 57 of our course. Today we will be diving into the final project where we will focus on designing a complex system. Throughout this session, we will apply the system design principles we have learned to tackle real world problems. The objective of today's session is to lay the foundation for our final project. We will start by identifying the problem and understanding the system requirements. By the end of the day, we will have an initial draft of the high level design or HLD which will guide our project development. Here how we will break down the today's session. First we will spend 30 minutes introducing the final project. Then we will move into brainstorming and problem identification, which will take about an hour. After that, we will gather system requirements and specify the functional details for 2 hours. We will also spend 2 hours discussing the high level architecture of our system, followed by a 1 hour peer collaboration session where we will share ideas and get feedback. Let's take a closer look at the final project. The goal is to apply everything we have learned to design a real world system. We will be required to deliver a high level design, a summary of our findings, and diagrams illustrating our system's architecture. The system we choose should address a real world problem, involve multiple interacting components, and be scalable and modular. Examples of systems we could design include an online food delivery service, a real time chat application, or a social media analytics dashboard. In this activity, we will define the problem our system will solve. Begin by answering these questions. What problem does our system solve? Who are our target users? What are the core functionalities? By the end of this session, you should have a concise one paragraph problem statement that clearly defines your system's purpose. Next, we will define the system's requirements. This includes functional requirements, which specify what our system should do, and non-functional requirements, which outline performance, scalability, security, and other quality attributes. We will also need to identify the key actors, those who will interact with the system, and define their roles and responsibilities. We use collaborative tools to document our findings. Now it's time to draft our system architecture. We will cover key concepts such as component diagrams, data flow diagrams, API interactions, and database schema. Our goal is to sketch the system's architecture and define how the different components will interact with one another. We can use tools like Lucid Chart, Miro, or even paper sketches for this activity. In this activity, we will collaborate with our peers, share our drafts, and gather feedback on areas such as the completeness of our requirements, the clarity of our architecture, and the feasibility of our design. The feedback you receive today will help improve the drafts, your problem statement, and diagrams. So be sure to engage actively. By the end of today's session, you should have three key deliverables: your problem statement and its scopes, the functional and non functional requirements for our system, and a draft of your system architecture diagram. This will serve as the foundation of your final project. For tomorrow, revise your problem statement, requirements, and architecture. Expand on your high level design by providing more detailed descriptions of the components. Also prepare any questions you might have for tomorrow's discussion. Great job today. Use the feedback you have gathered to refine your system design. Tomorrow we will dive deeper into the high level design and work on developing it further. Keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing your progress. Welcome to day 58 of our course, where we will be diving into the final project focused on developing a comprehensive high level design. Today we will explore how to design a complex system, refining our skills and applying system design concepts to a real world scenario. Today our objectives are clear. We will begin by refining the project requirements and scope, development and structure a detailed HLD document, and focus on critical aspects such as system architecture, data flow, and non-functional requirements. By the end of the day, you will have a strong foundation to finalize your HLD. In the morning session, we start by reviewing our system requirements and the overall project scope. It's essential that we engage in discussions to refine and validate our project. During small group interactions with our mentors, you will receive valuable feedback which will help you refine your project scope and prioritize the features you will include in your high level design. By midday, we will focus on structuring your high level design. You will break down the HLD into several key components. First, you will create a system overview that briefly describes the purpose of the system. Then you will start sketching the architecture diagram representing the key components and their interactions. You will also define the core modules, outlining their responsibilities, and select the technology stack for your project. As we move forward, let's recap the key components of your HLD. The system overview sets the stage by explaining the purpose and functionality of the system. The architecture diagram visualizes the relationships between the system components, while the key modules describes their individual responsibilities. Data flow needs to be mapped to show how information moves through the system. Lastly, don't forget to address the non-functional requirements such as scalability and reliability, which are crucial for a successful design. During the afternoon session, we will dive into two critical aspects: data flow and non-functional requirements. You will identify the critical paths that data takes within the system, ensuring it flows securely and efficiently. At the same time, you will define the non-functional requirements, focusing on performance, scalability, availability, and fault tolerance. Finally, you will engage in a peer review, providing and receiving feedback to strengthen your design. In the evening season, you will refine your work further, consolidate all your sections into a comprehensive HLD document, ensuring it's clear, coherent, and logically structured. Once your draft is ready, you will submit it for preliminary feedback. Be sure to evaluate your design using a checklist, identifying areas for improvement. Your homework for today is to incorporate the feedback you receive from your instructor and peers. Fill in any missing details and adjust your design based on suggestions. Don't forget to prepare any specific questions or challenges that you would like to discuss in our next session on day 59. By the end of today, you should have a comprehensive draft of your HLD document. This will include a well defined system architecture, clear data flow, and non functional requirements. Your HLD will serve as a solid foundation for the final design you will complete tomorrow. Let's build the foundation for a great system. Remember, good design isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating functionality and adaptability to meet the needs of your users. Keep up the good work and let's move forward to finalize your high level design. Welcome to day 59, where we will focus on designing a complex system. The objective for today is to define and finalize the high level design document, applying key system design principles to a practical project. Let's begin with a recap and review of our progress. You will engage in a group discussion to highlight any challenges you encountered in the previous days. These include issues like scalability, optimizing system interactions, and addressing potential bottlenecks. You will also share examples of well structured, high level design documents to set clear expectations. Next, it's time to refine your system design. Focus on several areas: system architecture. Ensure that your architecture aligns with your project goals and uses the appropriate patterns. Component design. Examine the roles of each component, minimizing dependencies and clarifying interaction flows. Scalability and performance. Consider strategies like caching and load balancing to ensure your system can handle growth. Security. Don't forget the essential measures like authentication, authorization, and data protection. Fault tolerance. Ensure redundancy and backup systems are placed to handle potential failures. Now let's shift to collaboration. You will form small peer review groups to present your draft HLDs. Each member will explain their design decisions while others provide feedback. Focus on key areas such as clarity, completeness, and the feasibility of your design. It's important to ensure your project aligns with the core system design principles. After peer feedback, you will have a chance to meet with the instructor. In these individual or small group consultations, you can address specific challenges in your designs. Topics may include refining use cases, addressing edge cases, and ensuring your design follows industry best practices. It's time to finalize your high level design document. The document should include overview, a summary of your system's purpose and objectives, use cases, detailed descriptions of key workflows, architecture diagram, a visual representation of your system's structure, component descriptions, define the roles and responsibilities of each module, data flow diagram, illustrate how data moves within your system, scalability and fault tolerance, describe strategies to ensure the system handles growth and failures. Security measures outline key protections for your system. Before submitting your work, use the provided checklist to ensure your HLD is complete. Ask yourself, are all components clearly defined? Is the architecture diagram accurate? Have scalability, security, and fault tolerance being addressed? Once everything is in place, submit your finalized document for review. As we wrap up day 59, let's summarize the key takeaways from today's work. Your finalized HLD will be reviewed tomorrow. Additionally, make sure to prepare for day 61, where you will take a final exam or quiz on high level design concepts. Reviewing these concepts will help you succeed. By the end of today, you will have a comprehensive high level design document that has been peer reviewed and instructor guided. You will also have gained a deeper understanding of system design principles and applied them to a real world project. These skills will be valuable in future system design tasks and projects. Welcome to day 61, final exam or quiz on high level design concepts. The object of today's session is to evaluate your theoretical and practical understanding of high level design or HLD and the key concepts you have learned throughout the course. In this section, you will go over the structure of the final exam or quiz. The final exam will be divided into multiple formats. First, we will have multiple choice questions to test your knowledge of theoretical concepts. Then, you will include short answer questions to assess your ability to explain ideas in details. You will also face a real world case study or problem solving scenario. The exam will be of 2 hours duration and the mode will depend on whether the course is online or in person. Now, let's review the key topics that will be covered in the exam. These include system design principles, HLD components, design patterns, trade-offs in design decisions, capacity estimation, scalability, redundancy, security, privacy considerations, and HLD documentation. These areas are crucial for understanding how to design complex systems that are scalable and efficient. Let's break down the quiz format further. First, the multiple choice questions will cover theoretical concepts like terminology and key design practices. For example, you might encounter a question like what is the main purpose of a load balancer in a microservices architecture? In addition, you will have short answer questions where you will need to explain concepts in more depth, such as explain the role of caching in improving system performance. Next, the case study or problem solving scenario will test your ability to apply what you have learned to real world situations. For instance, you might be asked to design an e commerce platform capable of handling millions of users. Finally, there will be a practical application assessment where you will be required to demonstrate your system design skills through diagrams and written explanations. After the exam, you will provide detailed feedback. You will receive correct answers and explanations for the multiple choice and short answer questions. In addition, your case study will be evaluated for clarity, logic, and decision making. You will also get suggestions on areas of improvement, highlighting strengths and weaknesses, and further resources for learning. To ensure you have prepared for the exam, here are a few tips. Review key concepts like system design principles and design patterns. Study real world examples and apply theory to practical scenarios. It's important to practice designing systems and working on these challenges. Make sure to clarify any doubts before the exam and, if possible, join a study group to discuss and reinforce concepts. Let's go over the evaluation process. The first factor is the accuracy of your answers. How correct and complete your responses are for both the MCQs and short answer questions. Next, we will assess your system design skills, particularly your clarity, logic, and scalability in designing systems. Lastly, you will look at your problem solving ability, ensuring that you can apply HLD concepts to solve real world challenges efficiently. To conclude, day 61 is all about preparing you for the final project and course wrap up. The key takeaways from today's include mastering HLD concepts, becoming proficient in designing scalable systems, and getting ready for feedback on your final projects. We wish you the best of luck the exam and the upcoming wrap up sessions. Welcome to day 62 of the System Design course. Today we'll be wrapping up the course, reflecting on key takeaways and exploring future learning paths in the field of system design. Let's start by revisiting the key takeaways from this course. We covered essential principles of high level design HLD and how to approach complex systems. We explored the importance of gathering and analyzing requirements, which forms the foundation of any successful design. Additionally, we discussed key design decisions such as scalability, fault tolerance, and maintainability, and how to balance these elements in your designs. The techniques we learned for creating and presenting HLD documents are crucial, and we have also seen how these concepts apply to real world systems. Now, let's take a look at the student projects. Each of you had the opportunity to design a complex system, and it's been exciting to see the innovative solutions you came up with. We will go over the systems you designed, the challenges you faced, and the key design decisions you made. Feedback from peers will also provide valuable insights into alternative approaches and improvements. Looking ahead, there are many ways you can continue your journey in system design. You can deepen your knowledge by reading books such as Designing Data Intensive Applications, System Design Interview Series, and Clean Architecture. There are also plenty of online resources from blogs to YouTube channels where experts share insights and practices. Additionally, advanced courses and certifications are available which can help you specialize in areas like cloud architecture, microservices, or AI systems. Finally, consider contributing to open source projects. This will allow you to gain hands on experience and collaborate with the community. In the ever evolving tech landscape, staying updated on the industry trends is vital. Microservices and serverless architectures continue to be popular, offering flexibility and scalability. Observability and monitoring have become essential in managing complex systems, ensuring reliability and uptime. AI is starting to play a significant role in automating system design and operations, while green computing is gaining traction as companies strive to make systems more energy efficient. Keeping an eye on these trends will help you stay competitive. Personal development is key to continuous growth. To keep improving, set personal learning goals in system design and challenge yourself with more complex projects. Practice mock interviews with peers or mentors to refine your skills. Join online communities where you can discuss and learn from others in the field. Lastly, build a strong portfolio of projects. This will be an excellent way to showcase your skills and progress. As we wrap up the course, I want to congratulate each of you for your hard work and dedication. Remember, system design is an ongoing learning process, and the concepts you have learned will be foundational for many future challenges. I encourage you to seek feedback from others as it's a great way to identify areas of improvement. Please take a moment to provide your feedback on this course as it helps us continuously improve. It's time to celebrate. You have completed the course and it's an impressive achievement. I'm excited to award you with your completion certificates. This is the step forward in your system design journey, and I am confident you will apply what you have learned in your career. Let's take a moment to acknowledge your success and don't forget to stay connected with your peers and continue building your network. Thank you for your participation throughout this course. You have done great work, and now it's time to take what you have learned and apply it in real world scenarios. Keep learning and stay updated on new trends in system design and continue growing as a designer and a problem solver. Feel free to reach out to me anytime for guidance, and remember, this is just the beginning. Now let's open the floor for any questions, clarifications, or comments. Feel free to ask about anything you are unsure about or any topics you would like to explore further. I'm happy to help.